I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. Yes, we are the. Hello, you're welcome once again to my channel. As always, I'm a Boime Ogenerable, and here we talk about faith, family, and food. Yeah, so you're welcome. Today, we're going to be talking about a very interesting topic. In a couple of days from now, I will be 9 months post pregnancy. Yes, my child will be 9 months old. My son will be 9 months old in a couple of days, and I'm so excited because he's growing strong, big, and he's just doing very well. Thanks to God. So, today I'm going to be talking about the lessons I've learned since I gave birth to my child. And since he's 9 months old, I thought of doing 9 lessons I've learned since I gave birth to my child. So if you're interested in this video, why not you sit back? Motherhood is a very, very lovely and interesting experience that every mother has come to have, and everyone that is looking forward to becoming a mother is anticipating and waiting to experience. It's been so much interesting. It's been filled with a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, a lot of new discoveries, and just a total bundle. You know when they say bouncing baby, or what do they say? Bouncing baby, right? It's actually a bouncing baby of joy. Like a child brings joy to your life, and it's really been very an interesting journey for me so far. I know I'm still very fresh, and there are a lot of people that have gone ahead of me, but I felt it was good and going to be informative, quite informative for me to pass out some of the lessons I learned and I'm still currently learning that has helped me and is helping me to. My number one lesson I learned was that my schedules and my plans changed, and I had to change with it. So as a new mom, I actually kind of struggled with it the first few months after my delivery, because I'm this hands-on kind of person. I really want to do what I want to do. Like, I am an activity person. When I'm not, when I'm just sitting down, I feel so bored and I feel like I'm wasting time. So I discovered that it wasn't like I was even just sitting down. I was entirely taking care of my baby in the daytime, and I'll be so exhausted and sleep, not even sleeping enough at night, because I still have to wake up to breastfeed my child and all that. So what I had to, personal works and my personal project, I do that in the ninth time. And so I push all my personal projects to the ninth time, so that I would not be finding it difficult to juggle between taking care of a child and doing my work. Though there are some cases that are actually quite peculiar. For example, if you are going through training, or if you are having courses, or you need to do something during the daytime, then that's a peculiar case. But so how I handle it, I those are different cases. But when you have the full management of the time, specific time, well, I pushed everything to my ninth time. So instead of me sleeping quite early, say by 10, I find myself sleeping by 12, 1. And it has actually helped me to be able to manage the things that I really want to do personally for myself. So that's it. That's number one. I was able to reschedule my activities, and that time was actually so beautiful, because that period of time in the night, everywhere is quiet. I can actually think well. I can do things well for the you can even pray well, right? At those. Number two lesson I learned was about proper budgeting. This saves a lot of stress. You see, giving birth actually is not only it's not only about the emotional effect and the wider family thing. It also has an impact on savings, on your, not even savings, on your budgeting. As a child now, the child will need pampers. This is not in the old days where we get to use napkins and all that. Budget wisely. So I actually learned to be able to plan, to have a very good financial management while as a mom. Like, it helps a lot of time to be able to plan so that nobody suffers, and then I don't feel stressed out in the month. Or I don't know if you understand. So there's something that we all need to know. Like, a lot of times people say women are the best financial managers and all that. Please, like, a side note, if you hear a voice, it's my baby's voice. I had to do this video again. That will be a story at the end. Don't worry, I'll tell you the story. Okay, so a lot of times we hear things like women are very good financial managers. The truth is that they did not just become financial managers immediately they were born, or it did not fall on them. That virtue did not fall on every woman on earth. It had to be learned. You understand? We have to learn and train ourselves on how to be good financial managers. And one of the ways to be a very good financial manager is by budgeting. You cannot be a good financial manager and not budget. I don't know if you understand. So as a mom, as a mother, now that I'm now a mother, and as a mother now, you should be able to budget very well, and to ensure that nobody suffers in the home, and the child also is being properly taken care of, because the child needs a lot of things. Now the next thing is, I have to be now careful with what I do. I remember that recently I was just gesticulating. I think I was just playing with my mouth. I was doing zzz. I don't know the particular sound. I think or something that I was doing, and I was not really. It's not really a bad thing, as you can see, but my baby picked it up, and I was like, whoa! So this child has started picking things up. He's going to 9 months now, and it's now the time for me to be able to learn to be very careful with what I do and how I express myself, my gesticulations, my mannerisms in front of him, because I don't want him to now pick up something that I would not be happy he has picked up. So that's something that we all need to be careful about. Okay, so the next thing that I learned is that every child is different. This is so true. This is so true. For example, I remember that I gave birth on the 4th of March, 6th of March, and so it was just like 2 days apart. So after the lockdown, I was like, okay, let me go and visit my friend who gave birth with me, and we've been talking on the phone. I would like to see her, know how she's doing and all that. So I went to her house, and I kid you not, this child was so plumpy. I know my child is chubby and all that, but he was so chubby. In fact, she said, saying, "Are you sure you're not giving your child? Are you sure you're giving your child breast milk? Are you really properly breastfeeding the child?" Because the difference was so much. And then I started rethinking that it's as if I'm not breastfeeding. It's as if I'm not breastfeeding this child well. But the truth is that every child is different. You see, every child has their own different lives to live. So I remember I came back that day, and I was thinking, I think I feed this child well. Like, I even do sometimes over. There's no day he wants food that I don't give him, and I eat well. So why should my child not be as plumpy as she is? But the truth is that every child is different. My child, as far as your child is healthy and okay, I think every child is different. So don't stress yourself. Don't stress yourself at all. Every child is different. That's just what I've come to learn. Okay, so the fifth one is similar to the fourth one, is that every child's developmental stage is different. Yes, we know we have standards that we measure the developmental stages by. I think the World Health Organization has a particular standard they use, and even the various hospitals we go to. But the truth is that their developmental stages are just standard developmental stage. Every child has its own standard that God has given the child to live by. So you cannot really judge. For example, now because a particular child starts walking at 6 months, which is not really feasible anyway, does not mean that your child must walk at 6 months. Because, so I don't know if you understand. So as far as your child is healthy, though there are some extremities that you have to watch out for, but as far as your child is healthy, everybody's child is different. They will develop in their own time. God has their own time for each child. So don't stress the child and don't stress yourself, because every child is different and there is nothing like late development. Because your child's teeth is coming out 8 months does not mean your child developed lately. No, that's just the time that child wants to develop his or her teeth, because you can do nothing about it. I don't know if you understand. I remember that when I was quite young in the place where I stayed, when the child does not start walking creeping at like maybe 7 months or 6 months, you see they'll tie big tins of milk around empty things, around the child's belly, so that the child do not fall and be sleeping on the ground. You have to force the child to start creeping. I think that is really very weird, and I don't think it's putting actually unnecessary stress on the child. That child will walk when God has destined for that child to walk. But when there are extremities, don't I'm not now talking about those extreme cases. So yeah. So the sixth one is enjoy every stage of your child. Oh my goodness, please do. Even up till now, I still am enjoying it. When I learned that, I started enjoying these stages of my child. I remember that when my child was actually when my son was he wasn't creeping. He was just, babies would stay at they usually stay at one particular place. Then when I would be at one side of the bed, I would be like, oh, why can't you come and meet mommy now? Now, come, and all those things. Right now, I'm like, please stay there, don't move, please. When I'm changing his diapers, it's like, wow, because he will put one of his leg at this other side and put the other one at this other side, and I'll start drying. Like sometimes I even sweat when I change his diapers because he's moving. So right now I'm just learning to, okay, this is just a stage. I have to enjoy it. Take out the pictures as much as you can at every stage. Just enjoy it. Enjoy every moment of your child's life, because they cannot reverse back to those stages. So as they're growing, just try to enjoy and don't complain about the stages. Just enjoy it. Look for something positive about this. There are a whole lot of things that are positive about every stage of a child. Yeah. So the next one, the seventh one, is that I start teaching the child from the beginning those good mannerisms you would want your child to exhibit, those things, those traits. Right now I know that my child likes music. So anytime he hears the music, he always nods his head. He wants to dance to it. And when something is playing on TV, you see him wherever he is, because he has started creeping. Where even if he's in the room, he wants to move. He moves down here and just sits in front of the TV just to listen to what they are saying. So we can start teaching our children how to those things from the beginning. I remember I used to watch, even till now I still do. I watch a particular Little Big Shots on one of these TV channels, right, on I think Mnet West. And you see these little children doing amazing things, playing beautiful songs, singing, having good conversations, and like it will you'll be interested to know that these people, they did not start. Like when you ask the children, like, when did you start doing this, you see them saying, I started when I was at the age of 2, I started when I was 1 year. And you'll be like, whoa, is that possible? It is possible, because we have to be careful enough as parents to be able to see the interests of our children and pick it up from there. You understand? Though they might change in the future, but at least you have been able to train them in something, which is really very nice. And I hope I know I'll do that to my son and my other children, subsequent children that will be coming along the way. Anyway, so it's actually a very good thing to start training your child from the beginning, even when they are months old, because it's very interesting. Just keep doing it anyway. Okay, so the eighth thing that I learned is that So the eighth thing that I learned is that I am the best mother for my child. I know that people will say, but a lot of people have experiences. Yes, I know that people have experiences in this thing. Like, I'm just starting. What, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I am the best mother for my child. I love the experiences of the older people, and I learn from it. But the truth is that sometimes a lot of people, even especially new moms, they tend to want to even get depressed because they feel they are not giving as much as they want to or they can to their children, but knowing fully well that God has actually put in us everything. Particularly, God has seen our child, has carved our child, and has put in us, the parents, including the dad and the mom, everything needed for that child to be able to grow well and do greatly. God has put it in us. In as much as we're going to learn from the outside, God has given us everything we need. So you should never ever think that you are not enough for your child. Like, you are not enough. I don't know if that's sounding right. But yeah, you're the best mother, you're the best father for your child. Just do your best, and that's going to be enough. So let's sing this song. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. Yes, we are the best. Yeah, so I'm the best mother for my child, and you too are the best mother for your child. Yeah. So don't nurse it. Don't ever allow it to sink into your head that you're not the best. See, this thing I'm saying is actually very important, because I remember sometimes when my child falls sick, I'll be like, oh my goodness, what have I done? What have I done? This child is sick. Oh God, I did not take care of this child well. Blah, 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 blah. The truth, the truth is that if you think about it, did you not do everything you needed to do? It's if you did not do everything you needed to do that you will not start complaining. But as far as you are concerned, as far as you are very careful and you really love your child, I think you do everything as much as possible to ensure that your child is growing up well. So whenever it even falls itself, it just falls sick. It's not because you are careless. It's not because you are careless, please. I'm not careless. Anyways, that's on a lighter note. Now the ninth and the final one, drum roll. The ninth and the final one is that you can still reach out for your goals and aspirations. You can still reach out for those things that you have been dreaming about. You can still reach out for those beautiful things, those goals, your aspirations. You can still be the best any other place apart from in the home. Also, you can still be good at your job. You can still be good at your business. You can have great ideas. Even as a mom, you can still reach out for those your dreams and goals and visions that God has actually put inside of you to exhibit. The truth is that, let's not be also rosy here. It takes a lot of work, and it's going to take more work even as you are now a mother. But there is nothing impossible. There is nothing impossible. And another thing you should know is that don't pressure yourself. Don't pressure yourself. The truth is that everybody has their own time. But as a mom, don't think that you are now a mom and so you cannot achieve those goals and those visions and those aspirations that you. The truth is that even as a mom, there are a lot of more things that there are, like, your well of ideas will be unlocked as a mom already. So don't you are now on a higher realm. Hallelujah, somebody. But it's the truth. Like, there are a lot of things that you now start, that your vision will be broader. So most times we hear parents or moms saying, I've already given birth, so there are lots of things I cannot do. When I was a girl, when I've not given birth. No, don't ever say that. The truth is that this baby is a blessing, and a blessing indeed. So you are going to be better than when you were, you understand, you're going to be better than when you were not having the baby. So Me, I don't try to think about it. So what I really do is that I surround my mind with a lot of people. So I surround my mind with people, that ladies, women that are successful, not only successful Christian women that are successful in their areas of careers, their areas of endeavors, those things that I like about successful people, successful Christian women. Oh, because we have to define that first. Successful Christian women, those people that have given birth and they are still pursuing their goals. Those people I surround myself. I want to always hear from them, want to hear what they have to say, and just like my mind is filled with those kind of people. Right? So those people will be able to encourage you and motivate you to be that which you need to be. It's not like you're competing with them or anything, but you're just seeing somebody who can also encourage you that, yeah, if I can do it, you can also do it too. Yeah. So that is it. That is the ninth and the final lesson that I've learned this 9 awesome months post pregnancy, since I became a mom. I know you got informed. I know you enjoyed it. I know you loved it. I know you really do. So please, why not you click on the like button just to tell me that you really enjoyed this beautiful video. Yes, and if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? What? What did I do? Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Please, you click on the subscribe button. And if you have other lessons that you have learned as a mom, or you have learned, even if you're not a mom, you can also share on the comment section, and I'll be glad to learn from you too. Thank you once again for joining me in today's vlog. Like, come your way next time. Bye. God loves you. Mwah. I do too.